Okay, hello everyone. My name is Quinn Mitchell. Good to see you all there. Looks like we've got a few that's joined us online. Thank you for joining us. Here's real quick, we're going to dive right into using webinars to increase your business. For your best viewing experience with this webinar, ask that you could mute your phone, close out all the browsers, close down Snapchat, Instagram. I want your full attention. I want your full attention. Close the door and allow yourself the time to discover some new, powerful strategies that could help potentially grow your business. Now, I'm not going to be able to share everything with you. I've got 1 hour, and I'm going to start the clock, and we'll start the clock, and it's going to start winding down. I'm going to be brief. I'm going to dive right in. Okay, so I want you to hang in there because near the end, I'm going to give you a special bonus just for attending. So I've got that, again, already ready to give you, but you got to hang in there with me until the end there. So real quick, let me ask you a couple of questions. You're tired of trying new things to help grow your business, only to find out that it's really not working for you. And then when you have all the promises, people that are promising to make you 6 figures, and then you tried something, and you ended up more in the hole, right? How about if you are feeling a little frustrated? Anybody feeling a little frustrated growing your list? Sales are low, bills are due. It sounds like a song, right? Sales are low, bills are due, rising college costs. How about this one? I just got some car repairs that I had to do myself there, and I've got another repair that's pretty costly. So I've been there, done that, and now they just sent out in corporate here about people that are looking to take the early out package. So, you know, times are a little challenging, especially with the hearing of what's happening over in Europe and all, how that's affecting our stock market and all. And then you've got to now start saving for college, vacations, your medical bills, pension, and all that other good stuff, right? Well, if you're really looking for ways to grow your business and connect with prospects, grow your list, increase your sales, qualify your prospects, and then also convert sales, train your team. And here's me. I'm just the type of person that's no hype, no fluff. So bottom line, you're at the right place. You're at the right place that I can help you to grow your business here. Let me just mute the lines real quick. And so you're at the right place. I'm here to help you. And I'm the type of person, again, when it comes to training and giving you quality information, no hype and no fluff, all right? Bottom line, let's just real quick dive right into who I am. I'm going to give you some webinar statistics and some things I'm going to show you. You might have seen before, but something I'm going to really focus on, as well as focus on some 10 reasons why to use webinars. And when I get to one of those points, I'm going to really dive deeper into quality and qualified leads. So I also share what to look for, and then also show you some things that you can do to get some better results. So why me? Well, those that may not know, I'm in ministry as well. And there's my darling wife, and then I also play saxophone. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm a real live person, but on the side, I'll do some business training and home business type training stuff. And you may not, there we go. Here we go. Okay, and so what I do is I like to help people make money from home. Okay, I've been there trying to do home business type things for years, and so I just like helping other people who's kind of in that struggle and trying to figure out how to make it work. I've been a minister for over 24 years, and I work full-time at a multi-billion-dollar company where I'm the educational services manager, and I oversee training, technical training for all over the world for our company. I also had some home business experience as national marketing director, creating training programs, training sales reps. And then I've been doing ministry training. I saw Carolyn's been in quite a few of our training courses. I love having her as one of our students, and she benefits from the training. And again, we've been hosting these types of training over the phone, and now we're starting to do those as well by way of using webinars. So here's what I did in the corporate world. I introduced virtual training in the corporate world and earned a company in less than 1.5 years, in about 1.5 years, earned a company $200,000 in just virtual training, just on training. In May, check this out, just last month, I booked $17,000 in training sales in the corporate job, and I'm using webinars to book it. I'm using webinars to persuade and to inform people and to get them booked on some training. Okay, so selling training is what I do. And the last time I had a group of people that were, again, let's talk about in the corporate arena, 67% of the attendees converted to sales. People that came on board that were on a webinar similar to what you're on right now. They were uninformed, they were skeptical, and then bang, before it's all over, 67% converted to sales and the tune of $17,000. Again, that's what I'm doing in the corporate world. So here's what really got me, why am I really doing this and why am I doing what I'm doing? Well, bottom line is this. You see that offer plate coming around every Sunday, sometimes 2 and 3 times in that service. And here's what really, really gets me, okay? For years, again, I'm in ministry. For years, we've been telling people that God's going to bless them if they will give, and I'm not against that at all. The problem is that we, and I'm taking the blame for that, in the ministry, we have not been teaching you how to make more money so that you can give more to help out ministry and all. So again, if I'm going to keep asking you to give, then I need to be telling you how to make money as well. So this is why the reason why I'm doing some of the business type training that I do is because of that, because of that offered plate. And I want you to be in a better position where you can give more and you can be able to better support your families and be able to pay your bills, get out of debt and all. So again, no hype, no fluff. When you see and you hear this about making 6 figures, I'm just a really bottom line, down to earth type of guy. I'm not going to tell you you're going to make 6 figures in 3 months. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to tell you, and I'm going to keep it very, very real. I'm going to show you how to get $100. Okay, when I woke up this morning, I looked at my phone and I looked and I checked and I made $100 this morning. Okay, I'm going to just keep it real. If I can show you how to do something where you have a repeatable system where you can create $100, okay, using webinars. Again, I'm using webinars to do it. So if I can show you a repeatable system using webinars, how about if you were to take that $100 from webinars and apply it to some of your bills and, pay off some of your credit cards, whatever it may be. But let me just real quick, just chat real quick in the chat area. How would you feel if you woke up in the morning and you checked in your account, checked your phone, and you saw that you were $100 richer? How would you feel? Go ahead and chat something real quick right there. How would you feel if you made an extra $100 today or tomorrow when you woke up? How would you feel if that extra $100 was sitting right there? Natalie's saying happy. Hey, what's up there, Natalie? Yeah, real good, right? So Tamika's, hey, what's up, Tamika? Good, real good. So here's what a webinar is, and then I'm going to show you something real powerful. A webinar basically is a seminar that's done over the internet. Okay, it's a webinar done over the internet. And the goal is to inform people, to instruct people, to persuade people, or to inspire people. So out of one of those 4 things, your webinar is going to be able to do. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using a webinar to inform you and then also to instruct you in a couple of things. Okay, and also I'm going to inspire you and persuade you a little bit. So I'm going to do it all, right? So real quick, let's talk about some webinar statistics. Out of 100 people, 64% of people register for the webinar the week of the live webinar. So again, we're talking about a webinar like this, okay? People register, 64% register the week of. And then, if you dig a little bit deeper, in that week, of that 64%, 27% register between 2 and 7 days, 16% register the day before, and 21% register the day of. 21% of people register on the day of your webinar. So out of that 64%, there's a breakdown. Above that 64% or outside of that 1 week, there's 36%, 36 people out of 100 register more than a week before. Register more than a week before. So this is important to know because your messaging has to go out and make sure that people are informed, make sure people are reminded, and so on. Okay, so I want you to really think about that 21% of the people. 21% register on today, the day of. So I need to already have things in place so that when they go to the website and they register late, then up comes the information where they can actually join us online right now. Okay, right now. So here's a couple other statistics there. So that 42%, think about this. Out of all the people that said I'm coming and they went online and they registered, okay, out of 100, 42 of those 100 people actually showed up live like you're showing up live right now. Okay, 42%. So if you can get 42% of your crowd that says I'm coming and 42% show up, you're doing good, because that's what the stats will tell you. That's what On24 tells us as far as their benchmark report. And then between 20 and 40% of webinar attendees turn into qualified leads. We're going to talk about those qualified leads. Hold tight. Okay. Also, just for viewing time, the average is between 45 and 60 minutes for viewing time. So between 45 and 60 minutes, 53 minutes seems to be the average viewing time, but pay attention to what you see on the right there. 25% of the registrants are viewing on demand. So there are people who have busy lives. You and I, we've got busy lives, right? But think about this. 25 out of 100 people who said, yes, I'm coming, 25 of those people are going to go back and view it online. So are you, and do you, and would you, and I'm going to show you and teach you in one of my courses that's coming up, of how to record like I'm recording right now, and then how to make it available for people to view on demand. I don't know about you, but right now on my cable, I'm able to, miss my favorite show and then come back and watch it tomorrow. Okay, watch it next week using on demand. I like on demand. I can do it at my leisure, right? Here's a couple other things. Email is a top promotion tool. Email is the top promotion tool. So I have to ask you the question, do you have an email marketing system? Do you have an email marketing system? I use GetResponse as my email marketing system. You receive emails from me directly from my GetResponse system. Even though I can personalize it, it's the system that's using and that I'm using to get that message out. Also, so email is a top way to get the message out to say, hey, I've got something coming up. I got a webinar. Number two is social media. So using social media as the method of promoting your webinar. Comes in as number two. All right, I'm going to dive right into 10 reasons to use webinars. And I'm going to zip right through it. Convenience, bottom line convenience. So again, I'm doing this on my full-time corporate job, and I'm hearing this or hearing people, companies are saying, we're on travel restriction. So they like the idea of being able to take a webinar or a virtual class, and here's something too that we're able to do with on the lines of convenience. We're able to take this week long, and we literally do classes for a week long, 8 hours, 7, 8 hours a day for 5 days out of the week, 4 or 5 days out of the week. We're able to do even additional things. We can break it up into smaller modules, can spread out over long periods of time. Bottom line is that people don't have to travel. So number one is convenience. Number two, cost savings. So as you just heard me say, don't have to travel. So think about the times where you have gone to training, some type of seminar, and you pay. Real quick, somebody just type in the chat area, how much have you paid to go to a seminar? As far as just travel and living, just the plane ticket, the hotel, the meals, the parking, how much have you paid just in T&L to get to that webinar or to get to that seminar? Excuse me, to that seminar, not webinar, to that seminar or that training. Okay, anyone real quick? $1,200, $500. There you go now. So again, imagine just taking that completely out of the picture. Okay, 2,000 plus the fee of the class, Tamika is saying, yeah. So just imagine taking T&L completely out of the picture, and now you have a more affordable type of offering for people. So again, with the way things are, cost savings is big. Think about also brand and product awareness, using a webinar to promote or to inform about your brand or your product. Okay, or something new that you've got, a new class or something, or new training, or new whatever it may, new shirt, new whatever it may be. You got something new, right? You got something different. You want to let people know about it. Use webinars. How about list building? And people may have asked before, say, what is list building? Well, when you went to my site and you filled in that information saying, yes, I want to join that webinar, guess what? You automatically got added into my email list. And also because I asked for your phone number, I also plugged you into my, guess what? My text list. See, so I've got two things that I'm working and two things you received from me today. And that's why I mainly wanted you to go to that website to enroll for the free session so that you can see what literally happens. You literally get an email. You literally get a couple of text messages. That's what you can do, and that's what you can implement. I'll teach you some more about that. We'll talk some more about that a little bit later. So increasing quality leads. So this is very, very key, and I'm going to share something about that in a little bit. So as I go through these 10 tips, okay? So increasing quality leads, real quick in the chat, when you look at this picture, what do you think about? What comes to mind? Give me a couple words, one or two words or so. What comes to mind when you look at this picture? Go ahead and type something there in the chat area. What comes to mind? Because I can use webinars to do this. What's most important? Natalie says, yep, okay, good. Who else? I can use webinars to do this. Of course, not with my little kid hugging and kissing other, but bottom line is this, to connect, there you go, bonding. Every time I can connect, Victoria's like, oh, when I see that picture. So every time I use a webinar and I got potential prospects coming onto my webinar, I'm bonding with them. I'm connecting with them. I'm nurturing the relationship. Bottom line, I'm connecting and bonding, okay? How about this? Engagement. Number 7 tip, using webinars to engage people, to touch, feel, to look at my website, look at my product, using webinars for engagement. Number 8, a more effective presentation. So if I'm just talking to you over the phone or I'm just using emails, because I've done them both with our, with some of our home business things that I've done in the past. I bought lists, I bought, leads, I've done things, I emailed leads, and I've, called leads. I've done all those things, right, in the past. Now, if I get a lead now, you know what I'm doing now? I'm using webinars to reach out to them. So I'm going to connect with them via email. I'll do the texting as well. But bottom line, I want them in this webinar. Why? Because webinar is going to be more effective, a more effective way that I can pitch to them, a more effective way that I can bond with them. So let me just ask you, if you look at this picture, if I say, are you frustrated? Okay, and I show you this picture, or I just say, are you frustrated, in a text or an email, which one is more effective? Go ahead and chat right there in the chat area. A or B, which one is most effective? Showing you this picture and the words and my voice. Yeah, see? So it's not only just the picture, it's my voice, it's what you can see on this video, okay? It's the picture, what you see on the screen, rather than just an email or text. So I'm using webinars. I mean, that's it. That's just my way of doing things now. Again, if I said this in a text, how would you feel if you made an extra $100 a month? If I said that in a text, you can kind of imagine, you can see some things. But if I said it like this on a webinar with my voice, with my video, with the picture, with the text on the screen, how would you feel if you made an extra $100 a month? Which is most effective? B is, right? So I'm using webinars. That's it. I'm using webinars. Also, number 9 tip to use webinars is to convert to sales. So you want your prospects, you're talking with them, you're connecting with them, you're bonding with them, you're doing a more effective presentation with them. at the end of the day, bottom line, you want to increase sales. So how about if you use webinars to increase sales? All the business-to-business businesses out there that are using webinars, their bottom line is, look, we're doing marketing, we're doing promotion, but bottom line is we want more sales. So I've done it. I've done it in a corporate job. I've done it for home business. I've done it using webinars to convert from prospects, people are interested, just kicking the tires, to now locking in on a sale. Again, just on last month in the corporate arena, $17,000, 4 out of 6 different customers converted from a prospect, skeptical, just interested, learning, didn't know what to expect. Bang, before it's all over, $17,000 in sales that I made for the company. Okay, so here's why I keep saying for the company, for the corporate world, because I'm ready to bring this home. I'm ready to bring it home to you. I'm ready to implement it even more with me. Again, just on last night when I woke up in the morning, there's an extra $100 that was right there from using webinars. Okay, so when you look at this picture, what do you see? This is my last tip. The 10 tips on using webinars for your business. When you look at this picture, what do you see? What comes to mind? Give me a word, a couple of words. Type it in the chat area of what comes to mind when you look at this picture. Peace, flow, yeah. Anything else? Now saying flow. Abundance, I like the sound of that, yeah, right? How about this? When the bottom line, when it comes to using webinars for your business, how about if you use this concept to create multiple revenue streams, So literally, just going back a couple months ago, I had a couple of different courses that I was running, okay? 2 different revenue streams, one course over here and one course over here. How about if you had potentially multiple revenue streams, but you're using webinars to do it, okay? So real quick, just to sum it up, using webinars as far as the reason why, for convenience. Number 2, cost savings, brand, product awareness. 4, list building, as well as number 5, increasing your quality leads or qualifying your leads. We're going to talk about that next here. Bonding, increasing engagement, a more effective presentation to increase your sales and to add revenue streams. I like the sound of that last one, add revenue streams. So let's talk a little bit about quality leads and qualified leads. So again, I'm going to go back, I'm going to turn the pages back and think about what I used to do years ago when we bought leads. When you bought leads, sometimes, excuse me, you had 3 or 4 other people buying those same leads, and it's like you got to get to them first, and now that person is being harassed by different ones. And so what people have started to do when they start answering questions and filling out forms and all, what people are starting to do are starting to put in incorrect information, incorrect email address, just so they can get your free thing, okay? So what you saw happen with me when you went to my site and you enrolled to say, yep, I'm interested, you didn't get the information right away. Why? Because I need to make sure this is a real email address that you're plugging in, okay? You plugged in your text information, your cell phone, okay? I didn't confirm that cell phone number, but I confirmed that email address. So I'm at least ensuring that I'm getting a quality lead of a real person, because you now had to confirm your email address before you got the information. So again, hear me what I just said. You had to confirm before you got the information. So now as you come in, now you are a quality lead, but you also are a qualified lead. What do I mean by qualified lead? Well, let's just look at this again. Okay. When there's 42% of the people that said I'm coming, okay, 42% of the people that said I'm coming literally showed up in the live marketing. Notice what it says, a marketing event only. Not talking about the people who pay. Generally, the people who pay, they're going to show up. Okay, 99% of the people are going to show up when they pay. But for those that are free, you're giving out this free marketing thing. You're saying, hey, I'm doing something. Come check it out. Find out more. Learn more. Out of 100 people that said, yep, that fill out that form, yep, I'm coming, 42% of the people literally show up, and then 20 to 40% of those people that showed up turn into qualified leads. Okay, here's the numbers again. 42 attended live, and now bottom line, that 20 to 40%, literally 8 to 16 people of those 42 turn into qualified leads. Okay, what do I mean by qualified leads? Well, let's look at what qualified means. Qualified means, here's a dictionary. I love doing definitions. Here's a dictionary definition. Qualified means to be entitled to a particular benefit or privilege by fulfilling a necessary condition. Okay, so you gotta meet the condition, and then you're able to get the benefit or the privilege. Meet the condition first, and then you can get the benefit or the privilege. So I already kind of qualified you by you meeting that condition first by completing the form. Now notice, and I've been doing this as well in the past in Victoria. I sent a message to Victoria there that's in our group that's on Facebook, her group there, Christian Entrepreneurs. So we were doing lunch and learns, and I was giving out the link, said, here, join us, here's a link. And they were now to, they could click on the link and then join us in a live webinar. I said, well, you know what? Seeing that I'm trying to teach this process, how about if we don't give them the information, give them the website where they have to now qualify to get the information. So now I've got a qualified person coming into the funnel. And hear me when I say this. We've seen this and we've heard this. The reports show it. You may get less people. Okay, when you're doing a webinar and you're getting, prospects and all, you may get less prospects, but you're going to get more qualified prospects. Okay, more qualified prospects. So again, you got to go through something. You got to do something first, fulfill a necessary condition, and then you can get the benefit or the privilege. So think of quality and qualified leads, where now you've got accurate information. You know they're seriously interested in what you have to say because they literally went to that form, they filled out something, they are definitely interested. And another thing that I tacked in, and Natalie filled this in as well, I tacked in on that form that says, okay, what would you like webinars to do for you, for your business? So now I'm getting even more information. Now I'm getting even more of a qualified lead that's now responded saying, you know what? I'm interested, and here's the reason why I'm interested. So I'm even asking that question now in some of my forums now. Tell me more about why. Why are you interested in this? So now when Natalie comes through and her email comes through, I can see in the email that Natalie responded, and now I'm already starting to think of things that I can say, and I can start pitching and starting to gear towards Natalie. Like I'm using her name even right now. That's a technique to get people's attention, okay? Now, again, I just finished doing a presentation skills class for marketing people, for sales people. Again, in the corporate arena, HR wants me to go and train all these business people, okay? How to do effective presentations. Well, you know what? I know some things. I've learned some things. I want to now bring it home to you and give you the type of training that I'm doing in corporate America. Let me show you what I'm doing for salespeople, what I'm doing for marketing people, what I'm doing for project managers. Let me tell you how I'm helping them to create their message and to be more effective in their presentation. So a quality lead and qualified leads, there's less nurturing that's needed, there's less hand-holding, there's less follow-up that's needed, they're more informed, they're closer to making a decision, and they want more than just the free information, okay? Your qualified and your quality leads are taking it a step further. They're already thinking of ways how they can implement this and starting to use it to grow their business. They're already halfway there, okay? They're halfway there, probably 3/4 of the way there, right? So again, what you can do to help kind of stir up that interest and those thoughts and that imagination on the front end so that when they come in, they're already thinking and looking, okay, what are some of the things that I need to do? Because I want to grow my business and I want to reach more people and I want to prospect more effectively, okay? So again, What did I do to qualify you? What did I do to make sure that you were a quality lead? Qualified means, again, to be entitled to a particular benefit or privilege by fulfilling a necessary condition. Real quick, in the chat area, what did I do to qualify you? What did I do to make you more of a quality lead? What did I do? What are the things that I did to get you here? Now, I know that you're more of a qualified person than just everybody who's saying, yeah, I'm interested. What did I do? Okay, real quick in the chat area. Type in something real quick. What did I do to qualify you? Okay. And I'm moving on. So again, I want you to hang in there. I got my best special bonus. Yep, confirm your email address, Carolyn is saying. Exactly, right? I got my special bonuses coming, so just hold tight. Here's what I like to look for. So I gave you 10 tips, gave you a little bit more about me and the reason why, my passion of why I'm doing this, because I want you to be in a better position to be able to give more and to be able to provide for your families, take care of kingdom work, okay? So here's what I look for when I'm looking for a webinar service. I look for, the ability to have a webcam so that you can see my video. Recording is important to me. Again, remember, 25% of the people are going to go to on demand. So recording is important to me. Also, when you record, is the end result a file or is it a link? Okay, so there's different types of services that will give you different results. Does the service play on a mobile device? Okay, that's something that's important to me as well. Well, it was very important to me because I didn't have an extra computer to view. So when I'm at home and I'm trying this and I'm doing a webinar, I want to be able to also see what you see. So I've got my other computer over there or my other tablet. So I've got a tablet that I'm using. And then when I was looking for the services to use, I found that some were not supporting tablets. They weren't supporting, mobile devices. So it didn't work for me. Okay, I needed something that was able to support mobile devices. And then you start finding out. I find out that a lot of people are using their phones or using their tablets to view the webinar. So that's important to me, being able to support mobile devices. Also, is there a chat room? So yeah, even also on your phone as well there, Tamika, yeah. So even, the chat room is important to me as well because that's one of the ways that I can kind of help engage you and keep you engaged. So you're not just being bored by PowerPoint. Death by PowerPoint is what we call it in the corporate world. So I'm not killing you by death by PowerPoint. I'm getting you to do things by chatting in the chat room. One of the other tools that we'll use, that I use in a corporate job, is to use a tool where they can raise their hand. Okay, they can click on that they stepped away for a little while. So there's a lot of other different features, but I want to at least have a chat room. So polls and quizzes, those are things that you can do, but cost is definitely a big factor to me. I believe Natalie was interested in learning more about the different types of the different costs, right? So is there a trial period? That's important for me. The tool that I use, that I'm using right now, has a 30-day trial period. And I called them back and they said, I'll give you an extra 30 days. So I literally got hear me when I say this. I want you to hear me when I say this. I literally ran 2 courses using this webinar tool. I had it free for 60 days and I was able to make money with my webinars, okay? And I didn't have to pay at all for 60 days. So literally, I'm looking for the trial period. I'm looking to see if they have tech support. So when I run into an issue, I want to be able to call them up 24/7. So some of the services have 24/7 tech support, and audio is critical as well. Obviously, having voice over IP is one thing. Having a phone number for people to call in, that's another. So those are some of the things that's important to me. Can I mute participants? If there's some background noise, can I mute? So I'm asking those questions. And also, can I kick people out to restrict them? So there's some tools that will prevent people from coming in unless I approve them from coming in, okay? Approve them to come in. So again, that's just some of the things that I like to look for. And bold, what you see are very, very critical to me. Being able to record, being able to play on mobile devices, having a chat room, obviously the cost, is there a trial period, and I like tech support. Okay. So what do you need webinars to do for your business? I want you to think for a second. What do you need webinars to do for your business? I'm looking at the clock. I'm running out of time here, and I'm almost done. What do you need webinars to do for your business? I want you to think about that. Maybe it's increase sales. Maybe it's to train your team. Maybe it's to build your list. I had a lady email me just a couple of weeks back. She said, you know, I'm interested in you doing webinars to train my team. Can you do webinars to train my people? Okay, so to build your list, to connect with clients, to promote your brand. So, you know, maybe some of these things, maybe all these things, there may be more things that you can do or need to do with webinars. So what do you need to do with your webinars? Because again, here's what I've done in the corporate world: introduce virtual training, $200,000 in sales, just in training sales, in less than about a year and a half, right? Last month again, $17,000 I booked, but I use a webinar to inform people, to give them that sales pitch and persuade them. And then again, using a webinar to convert 67% of those people that are attending into literal sales. Okay, so 67% ended up as $17,000 that I booked for the corporate job. Okay, again, I got to bring this home to my house and your house, right? So again, I'm keeping it real. This morning, $100. Okay, so again, I'm not trying to give you a whole bunch of hype. In 6 months, you're going to earn $6,000 a month. Okay, I'm not going to give you all that hype. What I'm going to give you is, this is what I do. I help people make money with their business. Okay, using your business, giving you the tools, giving you the ideas, giving you the experience, giving you the wisdom, giving you the know-how, and I'm going to help you make money with your business. So here's what I do. I give you the tips, I give you the tools, I give you the keys, I give you the ideas, I give you the wisdom, I give you the training, I give you the experience, I give you the motivation, I give you the inspiration. And then we roll that all into a repeatable process. Now watch this. This repeatable process can make you an extra $100 one time, another time, and another time, and another time. If you understand the process, the things that I'm going to show you and teach you, you can do this over and over and over and over. Do you get the idea? You can do it over and over and over again. A repeatable process. The things that I'm going to teach you, okay, with the course that I've got coming up, you get the idea, you get the concepts, you put this process in motion, and you're going to be able to do it over and over and over and over again. Okay? So real quick, what others have said about some of our training courses. Again, I'm just going to keep it real and just tell you what other people have said. We got a couple of people that's been through a couple of our training courses. Natalie's been through some of our training courses. Not the money making there, but the some of our prophetic training. Carolyn's been in some of our training courses. So here's what other people have said. You might have heard me say and mention Gerard. You might have heard him on the line with us when we've done some of our other calls there. This is what Gerard said. Gerard said, if you're on the fence, you have a business idea that you have in your heart, and you want to get started, you can't seem to get it out of your head, the Financial Increase Home Study course will open you to a world of possibilities. So this is a class that I did. This is what he said. He says this class will take you from the concept to reality, from concept to reality, filled with wisdom, ideas, insight, tools to help you to launch your dream business. I launched mine, and so can you. So again, this is what Gerard said. He says immediately after taking the course and having his personal coaching session with me, he says, I was able to launch my own private financial coaching practice. He says, this is highly recommended. Says, thanks for everything. You're awesome, Quinn, he tells me, right? Pamela tells me, says, this course really opened my eyes, gave me the various tools, showed me the possibilities, and the tools that I can use to get my business idea project off the ground. Okay? She says about me, that I chose scripture as well as basic business ideas to better her sales, to better her sales. Tamsin says, now I have the tips and the tools. So again, I'm just keeping it real, what I do. Stephen Capiello says when he took one of my courses, he says, I've come up with 6 ways to make extra money already. I haven't been able to sleep over one of them. God's given me ideas about how to structure it faster than I can write down. He says, I spent 6 hours a day working on the framework of this idea. It was so easy. So again, before class, Steve was still trying to figure things out, didn't know what way to make things work, didn't know how to create that income stream coming in. After class, after I started giving him some insight and some tools, came up with 6 ways to make money. He started working on a framework and structure, and he says it was so easy. The information just flowed. That's what I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to prick you, I'm going to prime you, I'm going to get it flowing, I'm going to get it going. Tamsin said, listen, I've got the tools. I found some valuable information from this class, gave me the tools and the resources that were provided. I found this very useful. So again, if you're looking for a repeatable process and you want to add a repeatable process to your business model, then let me help you. Okay, that's what I do. And that's what I do well. I help people. You can go directly to my website, quinnmitchell.com. And when you click on ministry and training, you're going to see a couple different pictures and different types of courses and all. And these are the majority of what you see here are virtual, okay, webinar type courses. So if you click on ministry and training, you're going to see the one here where it says using webinars to increase. It says a 4 to 7 week webinar course. When you click on that, it's going to give you some more information. Class is starting next Wednesday. Class is starting next Wednesday, and we're going to meet for 4 Wednesdays or 7 Wednesdays, depending on which option you select, 2 enrollment options, the basic or the elite enrollment option. Okay? And here's what you're going to get. I'm crazy. I'm going to pour it on, and I'm going to take some of the things that I've learned in the business world and the corporate America from the home business as far as ministry. I'm going to combine all those experiences and show you how to do effective webinars. If you take the basic option, I'm going to give you 4 training sessions, but if you take the elite option, we're going to do 7 training sessions. But here's the real tipping scale, is that you're going to get 3 private coaching sessions with the elite option. 3 private coaching sessions, and here's what I'm literally going to do. I'm going to literally have some one-on-one sessions where you're going to do a webinar. You're literally going to create and do your own webinar, and you're going to have me attend, and you can have others attend if you like, but you're going to have me attend, and I'm going to critique you. I'm going to give you some good pointers. I'm going to give you some good constructive feedback on what to do, and how to do it better. And we're going to meet 3 times, and we're going to talk about those, okay? 3 times we're going to do this. We're going to talk about the things that you can do to make your presentation effective and better. I'm going to show you more about how to convert to sales with that elite option. Now, if you're not one that you're still kind of like on the fence and saying, well, you know what, I just want to learn a little bit about webinars, and I'm not sure exactly if I want to go to that extent, then you can join us with the basic, and you're going to at least get the hands-on group session. But if you really want to take it to the next level, I woke up this morning, I was thinking before I came to work, I started thinking next level living. The thought came to mind, next level living. If you want to go to next level living, then the elite option is probably going to be your best option, because we're also going to show you a couple tips there about how to implement your webinars into social media, getting more people on social media to find out more about your webinars and what you're able to do. And again, grow your list and get more people looking at what you have and getting them in the funnel and converting more people into sales. Bottom line is sales, right? If you're in business, bottom line is sales. So here's what our basic course value is. Now, whenever you see value, you already know that I'm going to mark it down. That's going to be less than that. This is what the value is. And people, Victoria said to me, and I know Victoria, this is just kind of an introductory price. Victoria says that even after I mark this down, I should be selling this for more. Okay, Victoria says you should be doing it for more, but I'm crazy. I just want to deal with real people, and I don't have a whole lot of hype. I know, Victoria. Yes, right. I know. I know. She's gonna slap me on the wrist. I'm one of her students, and so Victoria says, "Yeah, do it for more." But this first time around, I'm gonna do it for this. Next time around, Victoria, I'll amp it up. Okay, but here's what I'm doing for a limited time. If you're just wanting the basic option, then instead of $279, I'm going to give it to you for $197. You can jump in for $197. You're going to get 4 lessons. And if you're looking at the elite as an option, I see Donna just arrived. You're looking at the elite option instead of $697, and Victoria says it should be even more, even higher, than mark it down. And once you mark it down, you still should be at about the $1,000 area there. So I'm going to do this just for this time, for this first time around, the elite option for $518. That's a limited time. Okay, hear me when I say this. There's a limited time. So here's what's happening. You can go right to my website. You can jump in at the elite enrollment with a single payment of $517. So instead of that, that total amount, you can do $517 all at once. Okay, oops, let me go back. All at once. You're going to get 7 lessons, or there's an option to spread out the payments, and you can get that for a limited time as well for that elite payment plan. So for the elite plan, 1 payment and then 3 monthly payments of $97 for a total of $588. So you can either do that, spread it out, or you can do all 1 payment for $517 and save yourself even more money. So installment plan or the elite one-time plan. Again, Victoria knows, we've seen it, I've been there, I've seen other options, I've seen other plans, other programs out there. You're gonna pay more. Okay, hear me, let me say that again real nice and slow. You're going to pay more when you go with some of those others, and all the things that I'm rolling in, as well as the coaching, is just crazy, right? So you can go with your elite option, or you can go with your basic option. Again, the basic option is going to be just 4 lessons, and you will get a group hands-on experience as well. So do that if you're seriously interested in increasing your bottom line. So here's what I've done. I've already looked at some of those. I looked at some of those other options. I participated in some of these webinars like this where they were pitching. And here's what I found. I found that theirs was more, like in the tune of twice as much, okay? I know, Victoria, she's going to get on my case. I know. First time, all right? Just the first time. We're coming back around next time. We'll do better. But I'm trying to help people. I want to help people, and you can see where my heart and my passion is that I want you to be able to be in a better position that you can, again, give more, be able to support your family more, pay off your bills, and watch me when I say this, to be able to run your business on a shoestring budget, okay? On a shoestring budget. Again, no hype, no fluff. This morning, that's what happened to me, okay? That's what happened to me. That's what I want to happen to you. Again, it can be thousands of dollars. Again, remember, it's a repeatable process. If I can get you to just earn $100, if I can just do that, okay? I know, Victoria says, I do have a generous heart. All right, so if I can show you how to make $100, then it's a repeatable process that you can do over and over and over again, okay? So think about this. Again, go to quinnmitchell.com, click on the ministry and training, click on where it says using webinars to increase your business, and where it's the 4 to 7 week webinar course, okay? Select either option, whether it's the elite or the basic, either one, okay? Either one, you're going to get so much value out of it. You're going to get the most value out of the elite option, okay? I've got 10 seats available for the elite option, okay? Here's the reason why. Because I still work a full-time job, and because we're including the coaching, 3 times, 3 30-minute coaching sessions. So I got 10 seats that I'm going to make that available for. The special rate that you saw is going to end Thursday night. So when you go to the website, you're literally going to see that clock ticking down, tick, 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 by second, by second, by second. And it's going to go away after midnight Thursday night. Okay. Again, go to Mitchell.com, click on Ministry and Training, click on Using Webinars to Increase Your Business, a 4 to 7 week webinar course designed to increase your sales and qualify your prospects. So that's what I have for you today. I want to now open up and give you opportunity to ask some questions. So what questions do you have? We still got about another 8 minutes before we conclude. What questions do you have? You can chat something right there in the chat area. What questions do you have? Or if you wanted to ask a question over the microphone, let me know. I'll open up the mics. But what questions do you have? I'm willing to take any questions. Any questions? Now, just for sticking around, here's what I'm going to do. I see all of you that have attended. How did you set up the webinar registration? So the webinar registration, good question. And who was that asked? Victoria? Okay, good question. Hey, so real quick, I'm going to answer your question, Victoria, but I just want to make you aware that everyone that attended, I can see everyone's here. I'm going to send you an email that's going to have a comparison of the different type of webinar programs. Okay, I'm going to also, within that document, a PDF document, I also have like 2 or 3 tips on doing virtual training, some of the things that you can do to be more effective. So I'll just give you a few tips, but I'd take it a whole lot deeper in the course. So Victoria's asking, how did you set up the webinar registration? So the webinar registration basically was a form, the form that I use for my email marketing service, a form that's on my website. Through GoToMeeting, I set up the webinar with the actual, session. So the session for my webinar, and then I copy that information from the session with GoToMeeting, and I plug it into the email that you would literally get once you complete the form. I'll teach you a little bit more in depth about what to say in those emails, and there's more things that I'm going to do, okay, pertaining to the email marketing as well as text marketing. So good question there. How did I set up the webinar registration? Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Because we are concluding. Okay. If you don't have any other questions, I'm going to send you a follow-up email to give you that freebie just for hanging in with me, hanging in there with me to the end. And if you have any other questions, I'm willing to take a couple other questions. Otherwise, we're going to conclude, and I hope to see you when class starts next week, because my goal and my intent is I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you the tips and the tools. I'm going to help you to make the extra money that you would like with your business, be able to pay off some of those bills, be able to pay off some of those credit cards, be able to increase your leads, qualified and quality leads, right? And then also be able to support your family better, to be able to give more, to be able to support kingdom work. Again, I'm just against us continually asking you to give in the offering and not give you some tools on how to make money, okay? How to make the money. If you look at the parable of talents, the parable of talents, the 2 out of the 3 went and made money. And the Lord responded to their ability to make the money and gave them more, right? So any other questions? If there are no other questions, I look to see you in our class on next week. I look to see your response in the emails. I'm going to send you an email. And everyone, you have a blessed rest of your day. And we did it. Look at this, 12:55. So I'm right around the time of what they say is the average. 53 minutes, I'm at 55 minutes. How about that? All right, everyone, be blessed. Until the next time, have a great day. Bye-bye now.